What's your name?
My name is Mary Ramerman.
That's always a good first question, right? What's your thoughts, Mary? What thoughts do you have in your life? What have you found is important to you?
There's a lot of things that are important to me, but in reflecting on this question, I think the thing that's made the biggest difference for me is realizing that I, Mary Ramerman, am connected to every other person, every other animal, every other living creature on this planet. I'm connected, I think of it like a group of aspen trees in Colorado. Like they all look like individuals on top of the hill, but underneath they all have one root system. And I think that's how we are. We look like we're individuals moving around, or that we're deer or elephants or flies or willow trees. But underneath we really have one root system. We have one force, one body that's connecting all of us. And so everything that I do impacts myself as well as anyone else that's around me. These thoughts are embedded in all the great spiritualities of the world. They don't belong to any one spirituality. They're also being taught by, I think, people who have really progressed in their understanding of who they are as human beings. Everybody is dependent on each other. And that dependence is, it's so important to begin to understand. It begins like in simple lessons, like learning to understand that when I forgive someone else, I'm really forgiving myself as well.
How do you try to live this on a day-to-day basis?
I think there's a few things that have become important for me to work on every day, and I'm not to the point that I've succeeded in all of these things, but one of them is to be accepting of other people, to begin my relationship with someone trying to understand who they are, rather than, for example, starting by judging who they are. I work on appreciating even the smallest creature. So I see ants on the ground in my house. So, I have a couple of choices. I can get the raid out, spray them and kill them, say I don't want ants in my house, or I can say, well, no, these are creatures. They're looking for a place to live. How can I guide them to another place? And there are other cultures that know how to do this. And so I've learned, for example, from the Indian culture that a little incense will move the ants out of your house, and then they know that someone's living there, so they move somewhere else. So it's in making little decisions every day to realize that the plants around me, the insects around me, the animals around me, the people around me are important. And whether or not I particularly like them or don't like them or have a judgment on them, that's not the starting place. The starting place is to understand that they are important, just as I am important too.
Cool. Well, Mary, thank you for tolerating my project.